Hi there. This is my 2022 announcement that I am finally going to hike the Pacific Crest Trail this season. I hope you can all enjoy the video and watch as I progress my way up the trail. I will be video blogging. And of course, with doing these introduction videos, there's always the most important part that I don't know about you guys out there, but I enjoy looking at the video of people's gear. So let's get at it and I'll show you what I'll be carrying for this hike. So everything on this trip I will be carrying in this Granite Gear Vapor Trail 60-liter backpack. I have also made a do-it-yourself hip belt pocket to add to it. I have the Granite Gear rain cover, and I will also be using a Hyperlight fanny pack that also clips to the front straps of the pack, so I'll be carrying it in the front. I'll be using the Nemo Hornet 2-person tent. And a Thermarest Neo Air X-Lite with a Tyvek ground sheet underneath the tent. Just part of my sleeping, I'll be using the Sea to Summit Aeros pillow and the Rab Silk Mummy Liner. The sleeping bag I'll be using is the Mountain Hardwear Phantom 15 down sleeping bag. So for cooking, I'll be using the BRS stove and the the Snow Peak titanium cook set. I'll be using both the pot and the mug. I like to drink my coffee and eat my breakfast at the same time, so why not? I will be using a Toaks titanium long-handled spoon and a do-it-yourself meal pouch to help conserve fuel by just letting the food soak longer and keep the heat in. For water, I'll be using the Sawyer Micro Squeeze filter. I know that right off the bat, everybody's gonna say that the flow rate is too slow on the micro, but I'm, looking at the breaks for filtering water and stuff like that as time to rest, so why not? And if it becomes a problem later on the trail, I'll change. I'll be carrying a ever new 2-liter water bag, a 500 ml smart water bottle, and I'll carry probably 2 to 4 more liters of smart water bottles, depending on where the situation is and what the conditions are like. So this is my toiletries and miscellaneous supplies. In my toiletries, I've got toothpaste, toothbrush, hand sanitizer, some body glides, just some little tiny guys, some dental floss and a razor because I like to shave. And here I've got a homemade little repair kit, some duct tape, some emergency safety matches, and some extra Velcro. Moving on, I'm gonna have some handy wipes and a little pack towel, obvious, little trowel, toilet paper, and here is my homemade first aid kit, just containing some Q-tips, some ibuprofen, some Tylenol, some Imodium, and some steri strips and some just small bandages. So just something minimal. So these are the electronics I'm going to be taking with me. To start off, I'm going to be taking the Garmin InReach Mini. This is more for my family back home, and for them to be able to keep in touch. I can text, and it also has the SOS button just in case something unforeseen was to happen. I have the Jackery 6,000 milliamp backup battery, a Anker dual port wall charger so that you can charge 2 items at once. I'll be using the Black Diamond spot headlamp. I will also be using a iPod shuffle just as a save the battery in my phone for pictures and movies, and some headphones, and definitely a luxury item, but I thought, what the hell, I can always get rid of it if I don't want to carry it anymore. But this is a little pump to pump up my air mattress. So, and I will be keeping it all in a Ziploc bag and inside this do-it-yourself homemade bag. And the reason I have this homemade bag is to be able to sleep with it in my sleeping bag and not have a plastic bag jabbing me in the leg and stuff like that. Something a little more comfortable to have in the bag with me. So the miscellaneous items that I'll be taking with me are things like my Black Diamond Carbon Z trekking poles. I have a little pocket knife. I will not be taking this on the plane with me, but I will pick up a new lighter when I get to California. I'll be using a little foam pad for sitting on, and a Gorilla Pod and phone holder to be able to take videos and stuff. Just put it down and walk away. The blue bag here is my food bag. It's a 12-liter DCF bag, dry bag. I'll have 50 feet of cord and a little bag to make a rock bag to throw over branches and stuff to hang the food. I have a compass, a cork-rology ball for being able to roll out muscles, feet, stuff like that, just at the end of the day. In the past, I've had to improvise and use rocks and stuff like that, and I think this is going to work much better. And I have a Ben's head net for bugs. And the blue one, as I said earlier, was the food bag, 12 liters. And the orange bag is DCF as well, and it is 10 liter. And that's going to keep my miscellaneous items in. So for sun protection, I'll be using the Tilly hat. And sometimes, if it's colder, a Mountain Equipment Co-op lightweight beanie. I have a buff and a long sleeve Mountain Equipment Co-op Prospector shirt, a Icebreaker merino wool t-shirt, Mountain Equipment Co-op running shorts, a pair of Outdoor Research sun gloves, a pair of Mountain Equipment Co-op long underwear, and a pair of Arc'teryx mid-weight gloves. For underwear, I'll be using the Saxx Quest 2.0s. I'll have 2 pairs of them. And I'll be using Darn Tough socks. I'll have 2 pairs of Darn Tough socks. And I'll use the Dirty Girl gaiters to help keep the dirt and sand out of the shoes. And for my shoes, I'll be using the La Sportiva Wildcats. For rain protection and insulation, I have the Outdoor Research Helium rain jacket, an Arc'teryx wind shell, and a Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer down jacket. And for rain pants, I've got, instead of rain pants, I'm going to be wearing a rain kilt, which I found quite comfortable, and it takes up minimal amount of space and stuff, so I'll give that a try. And finally, using in the sun parts of the desert, I'll be using the Gossamer Gear sun umbrella. So in final tally, I believe the base weight for all of this came out to 18 pounds. And obviously I'm gonna have to make some adjustments depending on what the conditions are like, and also when you have to add a bear canister and ice axe and micro spikes. So things will evolve throughout the trail, and at the end of the trail may be completely different than what I started out with.